What's up, YouTube? This is Hydro Racer 167. It's going to give you a quick run through on one of my 21 outboard RC boats that is equipped with a K&B outboard, which is a pretty old model, but with some of the modifications that I have done to it, I'm able to keep up with the Nova Rossies and the CMBs and stock class. This is what we call a tunnel haul. These tunnel hauls kind of run on a cushion of air with the front end up in the air. Only about a half an inch of the actual boat is on the water when it's set up the right way. So let's go through this a little bit and show you what's going on up here. This is the radio box. This is the steering servo. This is the throttle servo. Then we got my receiver. Then there's on off. Then we got a battery and antenna. Of course, this is on, so there's the steering servo. Then we got the throttle servo, full brake, idle. Then we go over, and then we got a 6-ounce tank on the bottom. This is a 1-ounce hopper tank. These hopper tanks are kind of an extra security. Usually at the end of the race, there's not much left in this 6-ounce, and there's still a lot in here, so we use them depending on what time we throw a boat in the water. Usually we got three minutes to start our boat. Last 30 seconds we're not able to launch, and that's kind of when the countdown starts for the start of the race. So yeah, and then we got, of course, our gold cables here. These are Sullivan gold cables. These work pretty good. A lot of people use solid ones because the motor is more solid. So we go back here to the outboard. This is an outboard K&B gold head. As you can see, that this one actually has just a high-speed needle on it to adjust it. Usually we adjust that for weather and that. We don't have an idle screw. We don't have a high and a low speed. As you can see, the carb is open for idle. And here we go for acceleration. This is full throttle. And we are not like car drivers. We don't let off, do all this. We are wide open throughout the whole course. Maybe we'll let off just a tad to drop the front end of this tunnel down so it turns in the corner. But other than that, we don't really mess with it. And, we can go back to idle, but in order to shut this off, we go full brake when we're coming in. This boat is a stock class. This is called B stock tunnel or sport tunnel, and being that it is sport tunnel, that means that this entire thing has been manufactured, and this is the way it comes. So therefore, we can run it in stock tunnel. This particular motor is brand new, and it's actually got tons of pop to it yet. Sometimes it's a little hard to spin over, but as you can see, there's my 442 reduced Octora prop. I got an oil grease hole there that I shoot grease into to make sure that the flex shaft is nice and greased. Then we got our shaft here, and my prop nut. This is canister. Got our gold head here, gold carb. This is basically brand new motor. Just ready to get her out and play, and I'm ready to start the race season for boats and racing cars. So that's about it with this boat. But I'd like to give a shout out to Dustin McGee, who I have been talking to. He is actually a fellow race car driver, and he's a pretty cool dude. Gave me a lot of info, but I wanted to give a shout out to him. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like my videos. If there's any question you guys have on servos, outboards, anything about the tunnel, the torque that we use, the servos that we use for torque, just let me know, and I'll try to answer the best I can. This is Hydro Racer 164, and we'll talk to you later. Goodbye.